We deserve this. Yeah. We deserve it.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Voice of the Streets.
You feel me? Hey, it's your boy Diverse up in the building. You feel me? Shout out Lolo, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
and before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Don't forget.
Quick, I love you. Yeah, you feel me? In the middle of us, we got RICKROCK. Bro, like me and my partner, bro, in high school, we always used to just say that RICKROCK. Bro, that was our dance move, bro. Like for real. Okay, we already moving too far ahead. Go ahead, Lo. Bring it in.
So, who is RICKROCK? Where is he from?
Wow, RICKROCK is a melanated American. I was born in Montgomery, Alabama, but I was raised in the North Bay, Old Suisun, California, Fairfield. Yeah.
How long were you in Alabama
the
for?
Flats, huh?
How long were you in Alabama for?
I was there for maybe 7 years. I was 6 to 7 years I was there before I eventually came back here and started trying to do music.
Was it like a back and forth thing for you, like growing up, or?
A little bit, because, my mom was from there, my grandparents and shit. Can you cuss on?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's much better.
They always ask that.
Okay, so my mom, all my peoples is from Alabama, so we would get on the bus, Greyhounded down there and shit. Summers and shit. But then at some point, in the 80s, when shit start getting wild out here, we eventually moved for good out there.
Yeah.
Which turned to be for me for 7 years.
So that was that part of the South migrating all the way to the Bay? Because that's kind of how my family, my grandma came from Louisiana to L.A. You feel me? Had my moms and them, and then when they moved to the Bay, I was born. You feel me? But my whole South side is about here and everything, and I used to do Louisiana every year type. You feel me? So same thing for you?
Sort of. It's my granddad's military. So when they had Travis Air Force Base,
nice.
my mom and them came out there, and they started going to school, and some of my mom's sisters was older. So when my grandfather left, they was like, fuck that, we staying, because they've been all over the earth, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we chilling. And so they stayed, and then that's how my mom's like, well, I'm going to stay with my sister. And
They developed that love for the Bay. When people come to the Bay, they just like, ooh, this is me for sure.
That was it. It's a beautiful place, man. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. So where did your love for, how did your love for the music develop?
I don't know, man. It's always been in me. You know what I'm saying? It's not on me at all. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something that, it's like a calling. When people say something's calling them, it's always been like that, Like I used to say, I used to get the Folgers cans and open the tops and just leave the plastic on the top and make my own drum set.
That's
nice. Small cans, the medium and the large, and so
different sounds. You feel me?
Right. And so my uncle was like,
probably crack it open a little bit.
Right.
Ooh, this is trouble.
Cool.
Man, and that's how So and then my uncle had a drum set, so he finally was like, man, fuck that. Let me get a little nigga a motherfucking drum set, because he on his shit. And then he would give me albums and be like, okay, look, this is Average White Band. This drum is hard. You need to learn this. When I come back next week, I want you to learn this, and we're gonna play it. I'm gonna bring my bass, and we're gonna play it. And so it was it was like that, something you look forward to every weekend. You know what I'm saying? And so I worked all through the week to get it. You know what I'm saying? Together, so when he come down, I could. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And
Have you ever did a live beat? Because you just told me that you played drums so fluidly, like you feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, for sure. I could go anywhere and get down, man. Like if it was just musical, like no Pro Tools or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Give me a drum set, give me something to make percussion on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just give me something to make percussion on. I'll get on there. I add to it.
That's so
as long as I got a mic or and then, just the manipulation of sound, you know what I'm saying? Or the greats that understand how to manipulate or get what's in their head from the intangible to the tangible where people can touch it. And so it's really about an original spirit or an original thought and affecting people with that. And if you're worthy of appreciation, be celebrated.
One thing I always say, bro, is keep your imagination. Like, that's what I heard when you was explaining as a kid. You feel me? How you would open the cans and everything. You feel me? You use your imagination to make things happen. And shoot, that's how you see everybody out here just doing something the unthinkables. You feel me?
Right.
Like,
Real spill it.
Real
It's
for it.
really like that too. It's
Yeah.
like everybody's his own sideshow. You know what I'm saying? Look at me, you know what I'm saying? It's like individualism. You don't have to cook a cut and do because follow that. And if you don't, as far as producers, and you start chasing, you over here. Ooh, this sound is dope. But then some nigga then came and switched the shit. So you well that shit is dope. And then they go well that shit is dope.
But
and now you lost.
What's you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never get to solidify who you are. You never start building your room in people's heads. You know what I'm saying?
So for you, how did you
develop it.
find your sound?
Just digging. Everything played a part. Like I was a hip hop head. So when I came to the Bay, I had to get acclimated to the mob sound, which Mike Mosley was doing a lot. And I came up under him. So then I had to learn to play keyboards and stuff, which I wasn't doing. And so I think all the styles just became me. I always wanted to do my own thing though. I didn't want to bite nobody else's stuff.
Right.
You know, so I just I don't know. Like I say, I close my eyes a lot to make my music. So I know it's not me. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to receive it and get it out.
Did you actually learn music or you play by ear?
I play by ear.
Wow.
Bruh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's me all the way. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
put some music notes up in my face. I'm gonna be like, but you let me hear it. I'm gonna be like, I got
you can
drum
find
line,
it.
Nick Cannon style. You feel me?
As my uncle say, if you could say it, you could play it.
For real, man. So you did just bust a little beat. You feel me? Like you was Biz Marquee, man. So what's up with the beatboxing, man? Like that's your thing that you use in your production and everything. Like how did that come about? Like what's your favorite beatboxer? Also, I just asked you like 3 questions.
Dougie Fresh, Buff Love. There was a guy from the Skinny Boys that was dope back in the days. Oh, all the OGs that know hip hop is gonna know what I'm talking
So it was
about.
Fat Boys and Skinny Boys?
Yeah.
Right, that's the first time I heard that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you know, that's just was the thing back then. You know, so when I started coming up, I was beatboxing, you know, and so I had that Ricky rock, you know, this
That's so
this is way back. So and everybody had an MC crew, so I had 2 rappers and I was the beatboxer and we had a DJ. And that's how we
Y'all had the whole crew.
Wow, that's so and eventually I wasn't making music, but that was my part in my group. And then as time went on,
You was making music.
yeah, the
You was
group
the core.
expanded.
Yeah.
You just start finding yourself. You know, life is crazy, man. How it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's super dope right there. So
Who did you listen to growing up?
Earth, Wind, and Fire, Cameo.
Oh wow, the oldies. Okay.
Yeah. You know, pop radio and stuff.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't rap. I'm older. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no rap back. Like
I
a lot of
feel
it. You know,
it, yeah.
especially out here, there wasn't like soul music stations a lot. You know, back in the day. So you heard a lot of all amalgamation of everything. You know, you hear. But my mom at home is playing the real shit. You know what I'm saying? So comedy albums, Richard Pryor, SLA, all these old comedy albums, and all these Elton John and
Oh yeah.
You know, all kinds
I
of
feel like
different
that
stuff.
helps you become like a really good music producer, right? Listening to all kinds of music.
yeah, for sure.
I just vision you laying down on the floor like how Dre was on NWA.
Yeah.
Slapping the old school way. Had to catch on, you feel me?
Yeah,
And I'd rather be with you.
man, for real. Yeah.
No, that's lit though, man. So let me see. What was your first song placement? And how did it make you feel?
First song placement was Conscious Daughters, Gamers. It was a remix called Gamers. Like most did the original beat. That's my first placement. They flew me out here to do that song, and that's how I got here. And I was just like, I ain't going back. You know what I'm saying?
I know you was tripping, huh?
It was a long and a short call to call my baby mama. Like, I ain't coming back. You know
Yo,
what I'm
look,
saying?
check it out. I mean, it's gonna work for the best of us,
Right.
like for the both of us, you know.
There ain't no way. I'm not going back to. I'm not getting on another bus and driving back to Montgomery, Alabama, and just
And just
starting
That's all.
starting to find a job somewhere at Hardee's again. Or, I was like, nah, man. So it was something calling me. I'm like, I'm gonna stay and I just stayed ever since, man. Then Tupac, I think was probably next. Mac Mall and Tupac.
come on, bruh.
After
You
that.
you throwing too much on us right now. Okay, let's just get into it. Tupac, bruh.
Yeah, I know.
No. We gon' Mac Mall first. Mac Mall first. You feel me? So did you get him at like wide open Mac Mall, or was he coming up Mac Mall?
It was the Untouchable?
Untouchable, yeah.
The alligator on the front? That's the first. I did the intro on it, and like there's another
What is that?
I forgot what that. But so it's just 2 songs I got down on that album. The outro, the intro, the outro, and that middle song. And it was just dope. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm new. I'm living on the couch at Mike Mosley's studio. Mac Mall comes in. He's working with Mike, but I end up getting on. You know what I mean? And then he took me to New York, so I got to see New York and shit. And then we mastered the album, so I got to learn that. It's like, wow, okay, this is what you do when you're making the album. This is what. Now I just left Montgomery, Alabama.
Right.
Like it's like nothing is cracking there. Like nothing's reality. You know what I'm saying? You have
It's like
to
you
get
seeing
on
the whole process of how to make the music.
Right, it's not. Yeah, exactly, and it's real. That's why I was like, man, this is really. They're really doing it. And I know Mike Mosley from high school, from Fairfield High. I was like, so I know this guy. I was like, he doing this shit like for real. So, shit. As soon as I got here, it just started like the doors to just start opening. I was like, man, I'm going. I'd already decided this is what I'm doing, and then the doors just start like just opening up. Like, okay, well, come this way then. That's what you're doing. Come on this way then, but you got to be ready to do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Man, it's seeming like with music, bro, like in order to accomplish your dream, you gotta really just jump out there, like not knowing what's gonna come. You just gotta be ready. Like believe yourself, trust yourself. You feel me? That's crazy right there. Okay. Okay, Mac Mall. Now we gonna go back to Pac now.
Can you walk us down that whole memory lane of
Please,
everything?
player, please.
Well, with Pac was we all were in SAC, me, Mike Mosley, Richie Rich, Sebo, a few others, and we caravaned from here to meet Pac because Pac had got it together for them to come up there and meet or whatever. So E40, the Click, and Richie Rich, all of us, we all out there. So we get there and we get the address. We get there and we get to La Montrose Hotel. So then Pac is coming out, and everybody's coming out the hotel like they're getting ready to leave. So now, okay, we leaving. So we jump in the car. We all caravaned to this house. So we get to the house and they shooting the video, California Love video, right? So the California Love. If you look
Was
out
you in
there,
it? You in it?
lit.
the one when they're in the house.
Like,
Like
wait,
the remix.
you had the whole costume and everything?
No, not that, the woman in
I
the
was finna
house.
say, bro.
The one with Roger Troutman on there.
Yeah.
I'm in there though. I got the hat down. I'm in there. So it's like, damn. He's like, we walked into a video set. It was just like, and Pac is in, turn it. It's going down.
Yeah.
Right. So then, I'm like, what in the fuck is this? So I'm like, okay, wow.
The fuck is this?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, wow, right? So then after that, he's like, come on, let's dip. So then we dip from there and we go to Can-Am Studio, Death Row Studio. So now he playing the album. So it's All Eyes on Me album, but it ain't out yet, right? So he playing that album. We like, oh, damn, I'm just like, what the fuck? So then he done and he say, let's do a song. And that's, that's how it, because 40's there, Storm the Outlaws,
What you
Richie
mean?
Rich.
Wait.
How'd you feel?
I didn't feel anything because I didn't know what was gonna happen because he was like, okay, let's do a song, and
Boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to say the name of the song, and it's on the tip of my tongue that you produced for him.
for Pac,
For Pac.
it was Trading War Stories.
Trader War Stories.
Yeah.
That was not the
But
beat.
I had CDs with me. I had disc with me. Yeah, that wasn't the one.
I'm keeping
I
solid.
caught that, but I letting it run. I letting it ride.
A for effort.
You know what I mean? I was letting it slide.
I tried.
You remember when he came back?
Facts.
But I had this with me, so I didn't know he was gonna say, okay, let's get out. And then I didn't know, they didn't have a producer, and I didn't know they had an SB12, and I had SB1200 discs. You know what I'm saying? So that's the
Explain the
crazy part.
SB12 real quick. You feel
Well,
me?
SB1200 is a drum machine, an old school EMU drum machine, but it's the second version. The first was the SB12. It only had 2.5 sampling seconds. That's what I used to use. The 1200.
Emu like this, right?
Yeah. And the other one just had a 10-second sampling time. So I was making beats with those in Alabama. So when I came, I still had some of those with me.
Oh, okay.
So I just used to carry them with me at all times. So when Pac was like, let's do a song. So I just kind of like
Whipped it up.
loaded it in. Like,
Oh, wow.
press load,
Here you go.
and load it up. You feel me? Then I press play and shit, and then that's how it started. Pop was like, "What's that?" Whatever.
Look at my
That's
eyes, Trader War Stories.
And that's how it happened. So you never like I had no idea when Pac said, "Let's do a song," that I'll be a part of it. You know what I mean? It just started. It just happened how it happened. I was like,
That's legendary,
if you
bro.
don't do this right now, my nigga, you will be you will be slapping the shit out yourself.
Right.
I just slid it in, and he was like, "What's that?" So I ended up doing 2 that night. You know what I mean? So
What was the other one?
We Ain't Hard to Find was the other one. They cool songs for me. They was dope, but I'm way doper now. Like that was the beginning, so I kind of cringe a little bit when I hear them.
I for sure like I'm 32. You feel me? I for sure know Trade War Stories, but I wasn't even 10 when it came out. Type, you feel me? Right. Or I was probably just beginning. Anyways, I was young enough to not fully understand it, but it grasped with me though. Like I felt it. You feel me? Right. So when I go back to it, bro, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's why I felt it. You was talking some real shit. You feel me? Let me give you a quick story just about my emu experience, right? Man, you ready to laugh? I don't know if it's a laughing matter. All right, so I had an emu, right? I would wake up, I'll do at least 3 beats a day before I eat breakfast, you feel me? So then it came time where I had to travel with it. You feel me? So I hopped on it.
Again?
Huh?
Emu?
The
lizard?
EMU. You feel?
You talking about the drum machine?
Yeah, the drum machine.
Okay.
Drum machine.
Okay.
You feel me? So boom, I travel with it. I go to Stockton with it on the Amtrak. Boom, come back to Pittsburgh. You feel me? And I sit it down real quick, waiting on my ride. And as soon as I see my ride, long story short, it disappeared. Like I hopped in the car, and then I said, "Ooh!"
Oh shit!
Hopped out the car. It's gone.
Voila, yo.
But wasn't nobody around.
Somebody needed it more than you did.
Somebody did. I was so hot because I for sure had 200 beats on it. Anyways,
Damn,
man,
that's
it was. I thought I was a producer.
Damn.
Yeah, it was real. I was trying to rap and do my own everything because I ain't had no money to. you know how I go.
I'm feeling you with that one. I would have been like, oh.
That would have broken
man,
my
bro.
heart.
I was crushed, man. So look, moving forward, man. One of my favorite songs that you produce, right? I'm gonna say the lyrics and just tell me if you get it. Okay. It's not the beginning of the verse. It's like, I've been in the traffic trying to get it. I ain't got time to fucking waste. My money short like a midget. I'm trying to smack it up and flip it. I'm trying to turn these $1,000 into a quarter of a meal ticket. Some of you suckers be lying to kick it, but that ain't the fucking way. Niggas be selling my wolf tickets and fake autographs on eBay.
I know it's funny. Can't hear the beat though.
They might be taping.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's
right.
my one.
Yeah. Taping.
Bro, that's my one, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, like, I don't even, first of all, how do I even remember 40 lyrics? Because he rap hella fast. Right. That's how you know. You feel me? Then I heard the Rick Rock, bro. I was like, Rick Rock did this? Oh, it's just, that's why I felt it. Bro, how was that? Like, did you just send the beat to him, or was that an actual studio session that y'all did?
No, that was an actual session. Like, I do send them beats. So maybe like, say we did like maybe 70, 80 beats together. I probably sent 10. You know, the rest would just be, we just get on the spot. Nigga, you can't get it. You ain't got it no more, nigga. You ain't got no more gas no more, nigga. What you mean, nigga? And it just be bouncing, and then next thing you know, we have a slap. You know what I mean? So it's always like that friendly, competitive talk.
Even with the artist and the producer, it's still competitive.
But we always trying to find something that, when I think back, it's like these relatively young Negroes trying to find something that ain't been done before. That was the big thing with us. Like, put paint where it ain't, do what they can't was like a motto. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's and we're fighting our old selves. You know what I'm saying? So we already did that.
I feel like you the king of like original sound when it comes to the. I feel like king of West Coast beats, point blank. Period. If they want one of them sounds like how you just beatbox, bro. Yeah. Like nobody has your sound kits at all. Do you have your own sound kit?
Nah. I'm working on one though. The homie been on me to get one out.
I ain't gonna speak too much on it. Did
I'm working on one. That's just
I was for sure finna be like, bruh.
The creative process is just so like spiritually, like I don't know, it's nourishing. Yeah. That I find myself on that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just going, just like writing it and just being in it.
Yeah.
And especially when you catch some of those good moments, those special moments. Like
that's beautiful.
You know what I mean? Should be hard.
Yeah.
Do you just be like driving and hear a sound out of nowhere and try to recreate it?
Oh yeah.
It's
like that shit is crazy. Washing machines, birds.
Really? That's cool.
I'm like, fuck, get this shit out of my head.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, fuck, but it's dope. It's dope.
it's crazy how the producer's mind work. You feel me? Like me, I couldn't control that. Like I told, once I lost the emu, bro, I was just like, man, I give up, bro. I don't even.
So you didn't continue after that? You didn't keep making beats?
I low key did, but I stopped promoting it. You feel me? Like everything, half of 70% of the music that I got out right now, I produce, but I'm not telling nobody because I don't feel like making beats for everybody because I'm scared I'm gonna lose it. I don't
He was traumatized.
I'm traumatized now.
You can do
real,
it, man. Get back up. Get to it.
Yo, another song. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Bruh.
That's crazy.
I didn't know you produced that till like 2 years ago.
Is that right? Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite songs because like when Busta Rhymes got with Mariah Carey, first of all, when he tried to sing, that was so different back then. Right. You feel me? That it stuck with me for sure. And then that beat just called me like without the lyrics on it. You feel me? Then I'm like, that's why it called me Rick Rock.
Yeah, man.
Bro, so like how did you get the vibe for that? You feel me? Because that's not your average mob. That's not no mob sound. That's not no Bay Area typical sound. You feel me? Like, how did you come up with that?
I just, it's really and simply, really. That was like a 5 and like a 7 minute beat. Like you just.
Nah, bro. I wouldn't. So
Busta Rhymes to it. Wasn't no big old thing.
So Busta Rhymes called you. He said, "Don't worry, bro. I got you. Give me 5 minutes."
No, what happened was I sent it to Jermaine Dupri. I had the beat already, so I had the beat. I sent it to Jermaine. So Jermaine had it for Jagged Edge. So Jagged Edge was like, he was like, "Hey, fucking with it, But they was, wasn't nobody pulling those, nothing. I mean, my bank account wasn't saying nothing. You know what I mean? So I was like, so what's going on? Yeah. And so I know I'm taking a step back. Busta had got at me about the beat, but I was like, Jermaine has it, so I can't. Let me see what he's doing. Mm-hmm. And then it ended up that they wasn't fucking with it or whatever. So then I sent it to Busta, and then he hit me back. Do you know what the fuck you just fucking did?
Why you sound
you know what the fuck you fucking did? And I was like, man, it's a. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me what the record is, so then I was like, okay, cool. So I flew out there, tracked the beat out, and me and Ricky, he's his engineer, we in the studio, and I hear the beat, but it's just Busta singing it. It's just Busta.
So he didn't tell you nothing about Mariah.
Yeah, Mariah wasn't on it. So we had to get her on it, but she had to have, I think it was like 10 hours of straight sleep or she would not sing. Like,
I'm
not going to do it.
It's Mariah Carey, though.
I'm just not going to do it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Better wait 20.
Or somebody was saying that, so we waited, and I didn't get to see her record it that night because she didn't get out to the next night, and then she sent her vocals over, and I was like, oh, motherfucking
wow.
Bro, that's mania.
Yeah, and then we mixed it, and, I don't know what was going to happen with the record, but,
and then you found out.
Yeah, I saw the video. I was like, wow, that's what's up.
So, I hope this ain't too personal, but you had your business right and everything behind, like you steal royalties and everything for that.
Yes, sir.
Bro.
Old school, man. Business is locked in.
Is that like your, well, no disrespect, is that like one of your biggest songs?
It is one of my biggest songs.
Yeah?
It is, definitely.
I bet, yeah.
It's right. Wow. It's right up to.
Okay, so you talk. My bad, I'm fucked up right now. So you was talking. You said you had to fly out there to go track out the beat, right? Right. Now I'm finna break this down for the audience. Now, he flew out there to go track the beat down. Normally, people would just send sound by sound in or send the tracks tracked out already. You feel me? That's how people do it nowadays. But understand that the engineer is not the producer. So the producer needs the beat to sound how the producer wants it to sound. The engineer comes and make the vocals be the best thing that they could be right there and blend everything together. You feel me? So just if you could just expand on a little bit of game for the audience, you feel me, and let them know the importance of all of that, the roles.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, some people could. It's about how you hear things, and a lot of shit gets lost in translation.
Yeah.
So if see, I'll make a beat out the
train.
Shout out
Amtrak.
Yeah. So, so if you have a sound and you give it to an engineer and they're not all the way hearing how you hear it, shit'll sound softer or it'll be, it might be a better mix than yours, but it loses the feel,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all feeling, you know. So, but engineers that are on their shit, they're very important. As important as the producer, as important as the vocalist. Everybody plays their part. They just have to be good at it. You know?
Yeah.
That's facts. You feel me? Shout out Amtrak one more time. It's the Bay up in here. You feel me? Real talk. Real talk.
Yeah.
So, what is the difference between?
I want to say this real quick too about the engineers. Shout out all the engineers that really get down and really, you know, crystallize that thing, you know, make it sound beautiful. And the mastering places that take it to that next step and make things equal and hit quality. That's what people need to understand. Was some shit sound, you don't know why, this just sounds local or garagey or something.
Yeah.
And then the mixing and mastering, it just brings it up sonically to that, you know, the most impactful level. So people, use those people if you can, you know, keep them jobs going.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like when I found out about, like when I started going to the big labs and I had to, and I figured out that music had to be at a certain frequency to be radio ready and all of that. Bro, I was so hot. I was like, I gotta go through all this, bro. Like what? I mean, I'm about to do it because I got the info. You feel me? Yeah, every time. Every time. So people out there, you feel me? Like invest in yourself. Invest in yourself.
Right.
You feel me? Put your money in the right places to get the quality that you need to be able to do the things that you need to get bigger and better. Full circle. It'll come back full circle, man. What's the difference between 90s music and now?
90s music and now. I guess the music quality is probably better as far as the sound now. A bigger, wider ranging spectrum of music, more encompassing around you. Maybe the quality as far as the texture of
the sharpness of the sound.
Yeah. But like I mean, like the vocal things are more softer now, and maybe the messages aren't as pertinent or that has nothing to do with the people as much anymore.
Yeah.
Or what's really going on. But other than that, you know, it's a young man shit. So what the youngster has to say and how his perspective, that's what it should be. It shouldn't be anything other than that. It's hip hop, you know, this is what it is, you know, so whatever they doing, that's what it should be. Yeah. However rough it is. But I would say this, the 90s, we was the kids in the 90s or whatever, trying to, you know, do our thing and figure it out. And they standing on the shoulders of us, you know. And they knew. All this is relatively new music. You're talking 40-something years or something, you know, 30-something years or 40-something for the entire rap shit.
Do you prefer old school music or do you prefer new age music like right now with?
A little of both. Yeah, just whatever moves my, you know, moves my water in my body. You know what I'm saying? What are we, 78% water? So think how water moves when you leave it in your cup when you're playing music and you see it vibrate in the cup or whatever. That's what it's doing to you. That's why certain shit makes you feel.
Or
like, I want to lift weights. Like, it's just fucking with your body. And you just realize what the sonic shit is doing to your body, and you want to do. Okay, I like this. Okay, well, I need to be, you know. So.
Do you think about that when you produce music? Like, okay, I want a song, you know, that reaches out to people who are heartbroken, or you know, I want a lit ass song, you know, to get people turned. Like, do you think about that when you produce music? Yeah. But mostly, I try to just what I'm feeling. I try to internalize what I'm feeling, or what you're feeling. Yeah. If you're here working with me, and I'm like, okay. You know, I'm watching, talking to you, maybe chopping it up with you for a while, drinking a little, you know, and then we'll wiggle. And then I'm just trying to get you out. And that's what I like that's why I like in sessions. Yeah. People and just get you out. Get the vibe.
You get the full vibe. Yeah, exactly.
And get it like that.
And see, for the audience, one more time, you feel me? It all starts in-house. You feel me? As far as like when you press play, that consumer is getting all of them vibes that you just spoke on. You feel me? The vibe that when that first sound that you put into it to make it a hit, that first lyric that dude said, you feel me? How he was like, I could listen to music and I could damn near tell how that studio session went.
Right.
You
That's
feel me?
The fun part.
And it could be like, it could be a song about a female, but I'll be like, bro was irritated that day. I could hear it in her voice, like, ooh, dang. You feel me?
Right.
They loud to her about you tripping.
like Earth, Wind, and Fire, I'll be thinking, that was a session.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
That was a session. That means it was probably some girls up in there. Yeah. It was just in there. Hey, check this out though. And I could see him turning it up on the speakers. Yeah. It ain't out yet. You're making this.
Yeah.
It's not out. This ain't out or nothing. You're making it and listening to it. And I was like, that big ass shit. You just making it. I just went in here and we just made it. You want to hear what we made? Like you just made that, yeah. And that's the trip. So what are you doing when you go in your session, in your studio session? Because that's what they doing next door. That's what Earth, Wind, and Fire is doing next door. When you open that door, yada yada, and close that door, yada yada.
That's that magic right
like,
there.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just, man, it's and the more I got into music, the more I understood. You're just going in and making some music. You're going in and you're just doing it. It's not no gimmicks. Ain't no a button. You okay? This shit is weak. Let me press the good button. And it just turns into like a great song. You got to go in there and execute. You got to
slide in with the good vibes, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
My bad.
Nah, it's all good, man. So we done spoke a lot about you. You feel me? Now we finna get into some of the people that you done put on. So how did the Federation group form?
It formed when the Cosmic Slop Shop which was me and Dooney Baby and Big Lurch. When that faded away, and I was just working on music, trying to figure out what's next. And working with Dooney Baby. And then I met Ken Smoke in them, you know what I'm saying? I met Goldie Gold. One of the homies was like, man, you need to meet these youngsters around the way, whatever. I was like, okay, so I had them niggas come to the store. So they came to the store and they rapped for me. I was like, I'm fucking with y'all. And there's these little youngsters, little wild youngsters out there, whatever. But Goldie Gold from Federation was one of them, and he was just a character, bro. My nigga's just a different cat.
He sound like he rap when he talk.
Yeah, just a different cat, man. He's just, so I saw something there, and I was like, but I just wasn't on.
Yeah.
I just didn't have nothing. So, but I was like, I'm gonna fuck with you. So then he brought his clique in, and then they deep or whatever, and I got to know and love all of them. And then we started becoming like a clique. So I work on Ken Smoke, and then Dooney Baby and shit like that. But then one day we did a song. Dooney Baby brought in Stressmatic. He brought Stressmatic in. He said, hey man, let you check out my nigga, dog. Whatever. Right? So I'm like, all right, so I was like, that nigga cool, you know what I'm saying? I thought he was cool, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that nigga cool, whatever. And he kept coming around. I was like, okay, yeah, he dope. Then we did a couple songs and it just stuck. All right, let me take these. A couple of the homies went to jail, different things. So everything didn't work. That was the most thing that seemed like it was staying on track.
Yeah.
So then, okay, we started working on songs. And at that same time, I was coming up. So I started like placing songs, Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes, all these different things. Like, God damn, shit is going. So then I was like, I know what it takes to get there. It's gonna take. They just back in the day, the early 2000s. Ain't no internet all like that. Just load shit up, whatever.
We barely. I don't even think MySpace was out.
Yeah, videos was still costing $800,000 and bullshit like that or whatever. Yeah. So, you had to go through a certain channel or whatever. So. I don't know. We just started getting it together, and they started coming up with songs, and then we came with Hyphy, and we came with Hyphy, and it started cracking. We got that to Big Bomb, and it started going, and that what made them exactly a group. Otherwise, we was just niggas just doing songs and shit.
Dooney, he was like my favorite one. You feel me? Like. Another thing, like I say in the beginning, even RICKROCK. Another one was everybody in the skirt get tipsy. Like we had slogans for songs that you had.
That was a nice time. Yup.
Bruh, so can you get the Federation back? You feel me? Like what's up? Can y'all do another album?
Dooney Baby
what's
just
happening?
Dooney Baby's in the South, man. But me, Stress, Goldie, we always doing shit. Stress,
he from Alabama also, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Dooney Baby came. I brought him here from Alabama.
Okay.
And I didn't really know him like that, but one of the homies thought he was gonna die, and he told me you got to get with him because I'm gonna die, and when you get with him, y'all have something to do.
He was gonna die?
Yeah, he had gotten in a bad car accident, but he didn't die. But he said he died, but came back, and he knows he's gonna die again soon. But before that, you have to get with Dooney Baby, and that was his friend. So I was like, Dooney, you talking about the nigga with the And he's like, yeah. So when he eventually died, then when I got on, like I said, I came out here to Conscious Daughters. I got my little check.
You had to keep your word for sure. He put it on you, bro. Look, check it out. bruh.
And I like, bro, I don't know you like that. I know you don't know me, but I got you a ticket, and they're really doing it out there. And now I can promise you is they doing it. The nigga Mike Mosey like your voice. Let's just go out here and let's just work.
History.
He came out. We stayed at his house. My guy right there, York. We stayed at his house because I was staying with him at the time.
Yeah.
And then we just started working, and they unfolded. And I always think back to what Swinger said. He on my wrist, my nigga with me. And it's like, you got to get with him. Y'all got something to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a pat. And the nigga got his wisdom teeth taken out, and he died from that. Like some fluke shit. Yeah, wisdom taken out, and then he ended up passing away.
Was it the
sleep.
anesthesia or something?
Yeah, I think
that
so.
happened.
They weren't supposed to take them all at once, and they did.
Come on now.
So on some fluke like shit, I'm gonna pass away, and then you die like that.
Right.
And it's how I'm on this first thing smoking.
Wow.
I went and got that nigga like, hey. That's something to be done. You know what I mean? Swinger said it, so let's go do it.
I feel like people know when it's their time for sure. You feel me? And you a real one for keeping that word.
Facts.
Like for sure. You feel me? And it's been up from there.
Yeah,
for sure.
The grit don't quit, man.
Yeah.
At what point did you consider yourself a Bay Area icon? Like, what was that moment to where you was like, oh, I'm him?
That's a good question. Yeah.
It don't never really hit like that with me.
Come on now, bro. Nah.
Cause you're always in the moment.
You got Mariah Carey on a song on your beat.
Right.
Yeah.
And you didn't say, oh, I'm him.
I think they at you. Nah, it's like honestly, like me and Snoop, we was talking to Snoop and doing it the month. He was like, it's like you in the game playing, nigga, and you don't have. It's like when you sit down, you look back. And okay, I do have to understand what's going on so I don't get played. Yeah, I'm doing this.
Somebody had to tell you.
I need this. You can't just give me a rack for this.
Yeah.
I need that.
Right.
See, I rolled out the paper. Because of that. That's the only reason why. So it's like, I'm aware of it, but you're in it, and I'm really like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just like that. It's like,
It's no ego
if
involved.
it's not,
with you like
if
that.
it's not that the Federation didn't go platinum, what am I gonna be? Like I'm him.
Man, they
so
went
nothing,
platinum in the whole Bay.
yeah, you know, like that, but
Facts.
not literally. So it was like those things humble you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because all your partners is doing platinum or 40s over here doing his thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing on my own shit.
Yeah.
So this is my group, you know, and you know, like that, you know, and on the production side, I'm not Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
I don't have to, you know.
You are.
So then I was like, that
You
always
are.
humbles that.
Yeah.
And it
You're
makes
up
you,
there
you know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
It
Yeah.
makes you.
I see what you saying now, because
Yeah.
everything you said, I'm like, nah, you that, bro. You that too. Like, so somebody got to really tell you versus you just really being
I just
like,
have
yeah.
to-
He's just very humble.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I
For
see
sure.
these dudes. Like I see Dre. Like you're a real person.
Mm-hmm.
You really did it. It's
Yeah.
not just what you expect him to do. It's Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
Yeah.
he really had to do
really
it though.
did that shit,
Like you
yeah.
have to really do it though. And he
Yeah.
did. So, and he, you know, so that's something for every producer, every nigga that get down. You know what I'm saying with the shit and like watched. He came from nothing and did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did it his way, his sound and all of that. Put his own brick in the house of hip hop.
Yeah.
Put that, what that shit is when you put the brick in with the. That's my brick in the house. I ain't taking this nigga. I'm gonna take this nigga brick. Put it on my shit.
Nah,
Like,
man, it's
hold on,
my
that's that nigga
brick.
nigga. Everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think of it. I'm childish. I chase this shit childishly. Like I don't chase it for money. I
You
chase
chase
it
it
to like to be dope.
It's the imagination.
Right.
Like I say
Childish
earlier, keep the
to me.
imagination. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want to be dope.
Yeah.
You want to
know what I'm
leave
saying?
your mark on this world.
Right. And
So
so
look,
that's
man.
how I chase it. And that keeps you kind of little a youthful bubble. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And a love bubble, I guess. I don't know what you call it.
So that actually brings us to our last question that we
Exactly.
ask everyone that comes into our podcast. So what's one piece of game that you would give to the youth right now, whether it be someone wanting to start off in music producing, in the music industry, or just a person who needs advice?
On a producer standpoint, always be original. Put paint where they ain't and do what they can't. That's the main thing, because that'll give you longevity. Handle your business. Don't be no like dickhead or nothing to people. Be good to people, because that's a big part of it.
Relationships.
Yeah, and you could be I'm introverted a little bit. I could, talk, but I really just love the music. Mm-hmm. But it's like, be humble thyself. Understand it's a grit grind. You can have 5 years of imagine 5 years of just stupid success. Like, oh my God, just jets. And you was 20, and now you 45, and that was 15 years ago, and ain't nothing happened since.
Right.
And you still got a lot of life left to live. Now, did he fell off? Do you have to? Oh man, I seen him working at the factory. Like all those mental things, once you jump in it, are gonna be there. So just
okay.
You have to keep going, be persistent, keep grinding, and just be good people, man. And it'll unfold for you if it's for you. But
it's beautiful.
Wow. Take that, dissect that. You feel me? And use it for your own knowledge. Like facts, man. With that being said, this is Diverse.
Lolo.
And we got RICKROCK.
Hey, we in here.
You feel me? Voice of the streets, and we out.
Yeah. Man, I didn't even really look at that. I didn't even know they really. Oh, they're everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
With this 30. I'm living my best life. I ain't gonna lie to you. Called on my people, said go to Vegas, I'ma fly to you. I've been feeling some type of way the last couple years, so I need my niggas here, period. We finna cheers, listen. Yeah, everybody grinding, all I'm touching, baby. Yeah, none of them's a hater, prayer keeps them favored. Balance, they all got their ways, but they don't. They stuck with me for life, and I promise you they know. Yeah,
Hey, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy Ja, founder of Voice of the Streets podcast. I want to give a very special shout out to my co-hosts, Diverse and Dakota Sloan. Be sure you guys go check out the Voice of the Streets podcast on social media at Twitter, Clubhouse, Instagram, Apple, Google, and Spotify. Thank you.
stop until I'm finished. If I ever